Let's talk about energy cloning. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Shout out to Astral Assassins on TikTok who talks about this a lot. Now, an energy clone is a replica of the original essence of a person. You see this in a lot of filmmaking. Actors are trained to embody or impersonate energy, basically shape-shifting in a way to try and fit the character they are meant to portray. When it comes to cloning one's energy, which is a makeup of a person's cognitive process and emotional stances and desires, dreams and goals, even down to the person appearance, mannerisms and catchphrases, trying to find the right ingredients to produce or simulate one's energy. We see this in everyday life, where oftentimes fans try to imitate their favorite celebrities, or even down to following trends. It's all under the umbrella of energy cloning. This is what many artists speak about when they say labels try and make another me. There have been many cases where celebrities have even tried to imitate upcoming, underground artists or everyday people, stealing their songs, sounds, or even how they look. When people speak about alters or creating egos or different personas, that is also another form of energy cloning and shape-shifting.
That's pretty far-fetched, but apparently this man on the Twitter sphere is not the only one who feels so. It appears that her mom and her, well, now ex-boyfriend, because she's dead, also feel that Lady Gaga, then Stephanie, is stealing Lena's style, sound, and everything. So, in short, which we'll go back and kind of go into this a little deeper, but in short, it sounds like Lady Gaga was jealous. I mean, she was even a backup singer, backup dancer, I believe, but she was a co-writer.
She sang on some of Lena Morgana's album. There's a few songs you can hear on YouTube, such as Spin You Around or Wonderland, that feature Lady Gaga on Lena's album. And there's some visuals of here's what Gaga as Stephanie looked like before meeting Lena.
Yes.
And then you see what Lena looked like, and then what you see is the transformation of Stephanie to Lady Gaga around that time or just after.
Yeah, so some of the other facts that back this up. August 19th, 2008, Lady Gaga drops her debut album called The Faint. Less than 2 months later, on October 4th, Lena Morgana, quote-unquote, commits suicide by jumping from a building.
And then there is some stuff about in one of Lady Gaga's live shows where she was doing a song from her album, and she gets up and basically jumps out of or is pushed off a balcony in the acting out of the song for, I think it was Paparazzi.
Yep.
There's a scene where she's being pushed off the balcony.
Yep. So some other things for the video for Paparazzi, they show a newspaper that says Lady No More Gaga. And Lena Morgana sounds a lot like Lady No More Gaga. Seems like a stretch, but also at the end of the video of Paparazzi, she is pushed off of a balcony. And I believe it came out like a year after Lena Morgana, quote-unquote, committed suicide.
Yeah, and is the video referencing the death? Was the song, which would have been recorded before the death, any kind of things that it's referencing? It's a question of where the story is coming from. If it's coming from the art or if it's coming from the closeness she had to this other artist and reenacting it. But she does kind of, if it's the latter, she makes it her own story in the video.
There's really not a ton of concrete evidence saying that, Lady Gaga paid to have her murder, whatever. That's not what we're talking about here. But if you look at the facts, the fact that before Lady Gaga was Lady Gaga, she looks like a dirty kid from down the street. She had super long hair, didn't wear a ton of makeup, didn't play the style of music she played now. She means Lena Morgana, who sounds more like Lady Gaga sounded when she first came out.
Altering one's perspectives or reality to play a role for a particular time. So in hindsight, they try and pinpoint what makes you, you. Then try duplicating and recreating your identity, essence, or soul. The astral realm coincides with one's emotional body or subconscious motivations and triggers. Spiritual warfare is taking place in the subconscious realms before it manifests in the physical realm, creating what you are now consciously aware of and can physically see in front of you. Seeing things beyond the physical or before they manifest is being subconsciously ahead of the game.
The corniest shit get the most airplay. You know what I mean? The most unconscious shit get the most airplay. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
The government.
Yeah, and then run up on me talking about keep it real. Don't run up on me say keep it real if you ain't supporting the real. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line.
The government brainwash our people with the mind control theory. That's what they do. So it makes our people like it. They keep playing that same song. The same song keep playing, you start to like it. You start to get probed with it. You start to get cloned with it. So then for the clone exists, then it just takes over. It takes over the human body. It takes over the spirit. It takes over the soul.